do it with intensity or not at all.
Yeah, buddy. St. Patty's Day, y'all. Let me guess. You're Irish. No, you're not. But I am. And if you were paying attention, you would have listened to the Start Here podcast where I talk about my Irish pub. I never addressed directly that I'm Irish, but I'm Irish. And I have the DNA to prove it, DNA records to prove it. I have this stuff at our fingertips now. Everybody should do that. The forensic DNA, what is it called? I don't know. Forgot. 21 and 22 and me, 23 and me. That's a different one. I did it, trust me. What'd you do on your Monday, St. Patrick's Day? Why are all the cool holidays on like Monday and Wednesday? It does seem like it, though. It sort of does. Well, I celebrated, since you asked, I celebrated by working many, many hours. We have a franchise conference coming up, and I spent many hours on the slides and the PowerPoint. One slide can take a half an hour. And my lungs are still burning from the workout. We did always do, St. Patrick's Day strongman workout. So we did barbell deadlifts. We did Atlas stones, keg clean and press, farmer's walks. We did some great stuff. It was an awesome workout. Got to work out with Will Cappick from Cappick Media today. So if you want to see that workout, have some highlights on the Facebook page, Hans Hartleben Facebook page. Also on Instagram. That's going to be put up there, so just hang tight. It'll probably already be up there. Let's face it, I'm on the ball. So St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick wasn't really Irish. Now, pay attention. You're going to learn something here. I promised you guys you're going to learn, you're going to gain and retain knowledge from the Intensity podcast. So most of you guys, drinking beer, green beer and partying, wearing the beads, and you don't know shit about it. Let's just be honest. You don't know anything about St. Patrick's Day. But you celebrate it. Is it important? Is it not important? Do meanings matter? Does the meaning matter of St. Patrick's Day to you? I don't know. I bet you, I flip a coin, probably 40% say no. Maybe it's the other way around. 60% say no. But if meanings never matter, isn't it more fun knowing history when you go out and do something? If you go to a museum, you find out more history on the subjects, the items, the artifacts. And it makes it more cool, right? I think it does. So, but a lot of you guys don't care. I know you don't care. I got to back this up. The camera's wiggling. It's the Intensity podcast. The camera's going to move from time to time. So, St. Patrick, his birth name was Maewyn Succat. 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 Or suck it. Okay? I don't know. I'm going to read this to you. So, despite being the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick was born in Britain. He didn't set foot in Ireland until he was 16 years old. His birth name was Maewyn Succat. Before adopting the name Patrick, he was born Maewyn Succat. He changed his name after becoming a priest. Not that crazy. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in the United States in 1601. Now, we're going to get a little deep here because you need to know this. I'm going to go quick. But St. Patrick was a Christian missionary and bishop who was credited with bringing Christianity to Ireland. That's a big one. As a teenager, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders from his home in Great Britain. Remember, he's British, and taken to Ireland as a slave. He worked as a shepherd for 6 years, during which he found strength in prayer. Had a rough go of it. He eventually escaped and returned home to Great Britain after having a vision from God. After studying Christianity and becoming a bishop, Patrick felt called to return to Ireland as a missionary to spread Christianity. He went back to the country who enslaved him and gave it another go to better the world. He traveled across Ireland for decades, converting the Irish people and establishing churches, schools, and monasteries. According to legend, St. Patrick used the shamrock, the three-leaf clover, to explain the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Pretty cool. He's believed to have died on March 17th, around 461 AD, which is why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. That's pretty cool. And you heard it where? The Intensity Podcast, because you didn't know. 5% maybe of you guys knew. The rest of you're just drinking green beer. Who do you respect more? The person that knows a little history and some facts, has a knowledge base, or the one that says, I don't know, it doesn't matter? So is it just a party? Do meanings matter? You know, we really tend to regurgitate whatever we hear on the surface. And then if you have a follow-up question to that person, they never know. They'll sputter something out. And then if you're truly interested, like I am a lot, you ask a follow-up question. But then they got to grab their phone and look it up because they don't know. Or it's just a nervous tick. But people are not diving deep. There's no deep diving. There's no curiosity. We live in quick times, okay? So think back when there were records. And this was before my time, kinda. I mean, I was a little kid. But my mom got the record, Michael Jackson Thriller. The Thriller album. That had like the most biggest selling album of all time, as far as my knowledge is concerned. My knowledge is concerned. So that means you're not wrong. Well, my knowledge was not concerned in that. But records were cool. You know, the turntable, the sound. Then there were tapes. I was into tapes. Raise your hand if you were into tapes. And you kind of put your fingernail in between the plastic so it could puncture that cellophane wrap and pull it off. And I always smelled it because it was kind of neat. I mean, getting a new tape was so cool. You have to understand that. And nothing was cheap when I was a kid, you know, so it wasn't like we had tapes all over. You got a tape once every few months. It was special. There was meaning. And then I read the lyrics. Even more meaning. Did you read the lyrics? Comment on the show. Find a place to send me a message. I've been getting quite a few messages. Pretty cool. CDs came after that, followed the tapes. I was into the CD era also. Same thing though, cellophane wrap, still cool, a little bigger, still had the lyrics, more meaning. And now it's just nothing. So went from CDs to nothing. Just a click of a button. Spotify. Whereas MP3 players actually prior. Still clicking buttons. Nothing. No meaning, just speed. But we keep speeding our way through life. Stop and smell the roses, that type of thing. Not happening much, is it? So it's just an interesting concept. Not saying telling people to slow down, but dive in with the meanings of things. Dive in deeper and have fun with it. Be more resourceful with your phones. We have computers in our pocket, and I think we Google a lot, but we don't retain and we don't dive deeper. Just a quick answer. And most of the people I see with, they could do 1,000 things on their phone, but they can't solve a problem. They can't use their phone for business. Again, just participating, just consuming information from others. One thing with these phones, though, the iPhone, I love the iPhone. I love Apple stuff, but Jesus. This is what they came up with to name their phones. iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's what they came up with. One of the most creative companies on earth. What do you have? The 6, 7, 8, 10? Got the 16 Pro Max. Oh, you just have the 16 Pro? Okay, I get the 16 Pro Max. I'm going to get the 17 next year. That's going to be... wait till the 18 comes out. Wow. Oh, can you just imagine the 20? How awesome the iPhone 20. I mean, why didn't Apple use like they do for their operating systems? Snow Leopard, Sonoma. Come up with some names, some cool names. There's so many different animal names out there. So many different cool geographical regions, territories. I don't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's to me, that's back to the meanings of things. It is important because, well, just think of it. What would you feel deeper? A handwritten letter or a text message? It's an easy one, right? But where are the handwritten letters then? If they're so much more important and they hit so much harder, why aren't we doing it? Health and fitness. Fitness and health has almost nothing to do with price. And I'm in that industry, yet knowingly so, everyone's first question is price. How much? Oh, yeah. I just heard somebody say, if I could get it for half price, then I would do it. Oh, yeah, then you would get in shape. You haven't worked out in 15 years. You had zero value. You had zero, that it had no importance to you whatsoever. No priority. But if you got a good deal on this fitness membership, then you would just spring into action. You would just go crazy with your body physically. You'd show up every day, bear crawls, jumping jacks, box jumps, you'd be going absolutely every day you would show up if you could get it for half price. You could get a deal on it. There's no deals in fitness. There are no deals. It has nothing to do with price. You can afford what you want. I guarantee you can afford. You're buying what you want. Bottom line is, we can afford to be fat. It costs a lot more too. We can afford to be fat, no problem, but we can't afford to be fit. What does that tell you about priorities? Remember the list? Remember, most people's fitness list is way down here. So it's got to be cheap. Even if it was cheap. Look at Planet Fitness, $10 a month. Well, now it's $15. Hardly anybody uses that membership. It's even worse, I think. I think the more skin in the game you have, the better off you are. You're investing in yourself. Non-tangibly, you're investing in yourself. Well, investments have returns. What would the return be? You getting out of obesity. Lowering your blood pressure, cholesterol. Beating your type 2 diabetes. It can happen. We cure type 2 diabetes all the time. Blood sugar. Burn it out. Burn it right out. Burn it out of your blood. So don't give anybody the excuse about money when it comes to fitness. Burpees in your house cost nothing. $0 and you're not doing it. You're not doing that. Of course, someone's going to have to get paid if they're going to motivate you as a professional. Professional coach or trainer. People don't work for free. But you don't see enough value in that? Luckily, we do. We have a lot of people that see value in it, but never enough. We're on a mission to change health in America. Wisconsin. So think about that. Meetings matter, and price doesn't matter when it comes to fitness. All right, sing with me.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Yeah, baby, St. Patrick's Day. Do it with intensity?
Or don't do it at all.
Out! Thank you.